earn that D word. I'm going to earn dependability. And that's hard to do, if you've had some screw ups in the past where you didn't make that play. Well, now you're making those plays and you're earning that trust. It's the best thing that you can see a young man grow from being almost immature to very mature in the space of understanding and knowing how people feel about him and how he continuously can grow from there.
I'm guessing at this point it's probably tough to lobby for Xavier to go back to boundary corner.
No, the greatest thing about it is me and Coach Ahen, we work so closely with each other that it's a ever moving puzzle, right? And of sometimes Xavier will be outside, sometimes he'll be inside. As Coach said in some of his meetings before, we even had situations where we've had thoughts of in situations where we got Kaleb in the middle, or even Xavier in the middle of the field and deep. So we're able to move those guys around because they work so hard at learning the entire defense and not just saying, oh, I'm just a corner. No, I'm a DB and I can play all 5 spots if I needed to.
When did you notice your position group, they just had a certain edge to them, that they were going to, just have a good year?
Well, when I got here, they were guys that were eager to be coached. They were eager to be loved up on, but they were eager to be held accountable. And it speaks to how Brett Bielema runs his program. They were eager for me to come in there and become who I was to them, ultimately. I didn't have to be anybody else. And so it's been great to see how those guys have taken that level of saltiness, that toughness, that nastiness, but that level of confidence that I wanted to bring into the room and say, hey, we can check these guys. We just got to believe, right? It's like being a little kid and getting a pack of Legos given to you in your hand, right? You get those Legos and then you see another kid with the same pack of Legos, but this one kid is dang on visionary. He imagines things a little bit better. And when you put things together, this dude took something with the same group of kids or with the same group of Legos and he tried to make something special out of it. So that's all I'm trying to do with these guys, taking them and showing them, hey, this is what I believe you can become. And I show them. And how do I show them? Production on the dang on field. They're going out there and they're producing, so now they can believe in what they're seeing. They can believe in what I've been saying, and it's working hand in hand with being tough, smart, and dang on dependable.
And how's the competition just during practice? Like, a name just from the national media perspective, it's like, oh, Terrance Brooks, big name, but it's just, how is the competition with your defensive backs?
Oh, like I said it from day one. It's a dog chasing your behind every day, and it's one of your brothers. It's somebody you get 4 reps in one-on-ones. The guy that went 3 for 4, 4 for 4, that's the guy that became what? Dependable. Right? That in that situation, the guy that goes 1 for 4, hey, I still love you. I'm gonna still coach you up. But he beat you today, right? That level of competition, it creates that iron sharpening iron mentality like no other, because it's right in front of you. Everybody has a fair opportunity, or everybody has the same set of Legos. What are you going to do with it? Right? Or Mr. Jason said at the beginning of the year, everybody has that dash between 2024 and 2025. What do you do with that dash in between 2024 and 2025? Everybody has the same amount of time. Pat Bryant talked about it yesterday in team meeting. Everybody has the same amount of time. What do you do with yours? So everybody gets the same amount of reps. What are you doing with yours? That's competition to me.
How do you handle a week like this week where you say, hey, we did a lot of great stuff on Saturday against Kansas, but we also better do it again this week?
Because it's about us. It wasn't about Kansas. It wasn't about Eastern Illinois. It was about us. It's about who we are, what we're trying to do here. Right? Because if you continuously are so concerned with the opponent and not concerned with the growth and development of yourself, now you're not progress driven, right? You're not process driven. You're just worried about the content that's there. We're worried about progressing every single week, going through these procedures every single week. And when you live like that, you're going to win every day. And so that's what we're seeing out of these guys. They're winning every day. They're doing great in class because that was already an expectation here. But they're winning on the field. They're winning in the weight room. They're doing the things that we ask. So they're seeing a constant level or a consistent level of confidence just blowing up right now because they're doing the things that we ask and they're having success stories from it. So we are worried about Illinois football. We're worried about Illinois defense. We're worried about Illinois defensive backs. We see who Central Michigan is. We see who Kansas was. And we also saw who Eastern Illinois was. But we're most concerned with being the best version of ourselves because that's what's the best chance to win.
What were some of the biggest growth points you highlighted maybe from the Kansas film that you want to see progress?
Well, obviously, we were penalty free. And we want to maintain that. We were close to having one, and the ref picked it up in the Kaleb Patterson situation. And we want to continuously work not to fall, right? Torrey Cox was in great coverage and tripped over his own feet in the back of the end zone versus a Jalen Daniels scramble, right? Will we see another quarterback like that? We don't know, but we'll be prepared, right? Because we saw a guy of that magnitude that's going to keep running and keep moving around, when plays break down in improv. So we want to continuously be great at covering through the scramble. Well, guess what? Everybody in America is trying to do that because that's what Patrick Mahomes does on a regular dang-on basis, right? It's the new brand of football, and you got to get used to it. You got to get used to improv-style quarterbacks, and it's hard to do for a defensive back to plaster on, identify his guy, and stay in coverage. It's hard to do. So we just got to be good at dealing with hard. That's it. Kara Lawson said it a long time ago in one of her press. You got to be good at dealing with hard because hard stuff is going to happen. Who are you afterwards? Once again, we're trying to teach these guys how to win through the day, right?